Hello, my name is Corine Rijngoud. I'm a design team member from Studiolight, and we have a new collection from the Sweet Stories, and I will show this whole collection, and later I am going to make a card. We have two layered masks, one with hearts and one with text. We have a stamp and die set with the mold, so you can stamp and die cut it and then color it with the things you like, pencils or stifts. And then we have with this frog, he's totally in love. We have a text stamp set with small stamps, small texts, and you can put them together the way you like. The big stamp, and then we have die cuts with the hearts and a card shape, and this card shape, and a balloon, an air balloon, and this card shape is a little bit grungy with 3 hearts in it, and the small hearts you can use for shaker elements. I'm going to make the card with this card shape, so I put that aside. I have used this stamp set, but I already stamped it, so that's not using now in the movie or video. I only have to use this one. So let's start the video. I want to blend, no, I have a small part, the top of it. This one is going to make a darker edges, but I am going to use a white card, and we are going to blend it with the lightest 005 from Studiolight, and let's give it a bit of color, not too heavy. That's why I'm using the lightest one, because there is going to be on top another color, also rose, how do you say it in English? This is the lightest, and on top I am going to use a little bit darker. The blending tool is also from Studiolight, as you can see. And now my whole card is a little bit rose on color, a little bit light, a bit of white color through it, but that is not so bad. I like that, this way of coloring. It doesn't need to be the whole size equal of color. So this is enough, I think so, yes. Now we are going to use, this time we can put that aside. We are going to use this color. And I'm going to take the mask, the layered mask, but I am only use the smallest text, this one. Now what I am going to do is, let's put it a bit together, so yes, it has to be like this. I am going to use a bit of tape. Not too much. Over here and over there. And now we are going to give it a little bit of text. I'm using the same brush because I don't need the lightest one anymore. So later I clean the brush with a brush cleaner from Studiolight, and it's ready for use another time for the same colors or another color, what you like. I like it to turn it so I can hold it with my hands. Okay, well, that'll be enough, I think. Let's look. Yes, it's enough. Let's put this aside, and we are going to blend a little bit around the edges, a little bit darker. So the text will pop more out. And then I will go to get a little bit purple on the edges from the Cardshape. So that'll be enough. Otherwise we don't see any more of the text. Now I've got to use a bright color. Not in the middle, because there is going this one, the layer up. The layer is on top, so you don't see in the middle. That's not necessary. But the edges has to become purple. No, not purple, rose. Rosé, rose. And now this card will be scenery, and I like it to make some sceneries. It's a different way of card making, but I like all the ways you can make cards. I like it a bit darker. It's a bit of, there's not much light in my room, so it's a little bit difficult to see if I had enough, but I think that will be okay. I want to do it a little bit quick because this is not so nice to see, I think. Maybe you like it. I love blending. So I think this will, a little bit over here, and then it must be enough, I think so. Let's put this on top. Yes, then it pops out. You see? That's great. Then I have 2 parts of the heart, and I die cutted one heart totally, and I die cutted one heart. I will show you together, 2 hearts together, and then you get a frame. So I took these 2 parts together, die cut it at once, and then you make the frame. The frame will get also per rose. So still the same color, and I'm going to use paper because later I must be sure that everything is the same color, and I don't want to have fingers on my frame. How lovely it is. We have so much extra tools and things from Studiolight, so it's a totally package you can get. Ink and blending tools and card shapes and masks, everything we have. Oh. Okay. Well, this will be enough. And now we are going, look at that, how bright it is. Now we are going to use the blues. So I first have to clean my space, my workspace. My hand, look at it. I always colored my hands. So let's dry this, and then we can take a little bit of blue. And this is a smaller blending brush because this one is also already used for the blue ones. And I hold this one for blues. And this will be the lake. So on my card you're looking through the heart in a lake, through the frame of the heart. And there's a lake behind. That's my fantasy. You have to use your fantasy for making a lot of sceneries and cards, and play with it. Try it. Don't be afraid to get wrong, because when it's going wrong, you get a new paper and you try it again. A little bit of darker at some places, because the lake is not everywhere every dark. It has different colors, you know. So a little bit of dark, a little bit of light, and blend it together, and you get a really lovely lake. Okay, now we are ready with this. I think this number's not right. Let's clean it again. And then we are going to make the fun part of the whole card. I already die cutted and colored my stamps. And we are going to make a lovely scenery, because there's love in the air. Lots of love, because you can see so many love. First I cut off a little bit of this one, because we have to put them together, and I don't want to see the blue from behind the rose. So a small part cut out, not too big, because then you can't glue it together. You can, if you can't glue straight to each other, then you don't have to do this, but I liked it more to do that, because I'm sure it's not coming behind my card from behind. Okay, that's the way I like it. Now I'm going to glue it only on top of it and a little bit of this side. So let's take some glue from Studiolight, and I hope he will come. Otherwise I have to use my small thing. I think so. I think I need my pokey tool to make it open. There it comes. Yes, it's working. Okay, let's put a little bit of glue on this side and a little bit on that side. And why? You can see that later. Because I want something push behind it. And later you can glue everything together. As you can see, there is a small tiny part from behind, and I have that to cut away. Okay, well, I like this. Now what I'm going to do now, I am going to get my pieces. I have a lot of pieces. And I have first a leaf that I want on there. So now you can see why I am going to do it like this way. I can put it from behind. And then I know a bit to cut it away. And now I can glue this together. How great is this? And now I am going to follow my fantasy, because on this leaf we're going to sit a frog. Okay, don't too far. This is my first leaf, and the other leaf, other piece, because it's so sorry for you want to use everything you colored, because otherwise I have colored it for nothing. So this one is going to be on the back over there, and there is going to stand a frog. So what I say, you have to use your fantasy. Okay. It's a little bit too up. It has to be more that way. Yes. That's the way you do it. And now we have this little frog. He's going to sit over there. But the leaves, I want the leaves behind him. So the frog is going to sit a little bit higher. And I'm going to use a bit of thicker tape. Not too thick. I think this one is 1.5 inch. Not this scissors. I'm going to use this scissor. This scissor is already sticky. And I don't like it when all my scissors are sticky. Right. And you have to use your pokey tool. How easy to do is it with the pokey tool. A little bit of glue extra, because I want to have stick it together and don't want that it is getting okay. And now you can put this one behind this little fellow, you see. So a little bit of glue on the bottom of the plant, and this is nice. This is okay when it's getting over it. Okay, that's okay with that. And I have a small, yes, this one. It's a bit wiggling, you see, but that frogs do. Frogs wiggle. And this one is going to come a bit of here. I like it when there is a flower on top of the leaf. Yes, like so. This is okay. And now I have this little frog and he's totally in love. This little fellow. So I am going to give him some wings. Then he's going to get a Cupido. Cupido. I like this little fellow. He's shiny. Oh, no. Put it together, Co. Come on. Maybe I give it some extra with a little bit of tape, so they are not come off. So, okay, that's great. Take away the back of the tape. Maybe it's okay like this, but I think a little bit, but not the thickest. This one is 1 millimeter thickness. It's not so high, but a little bit. It's coming a little bit higher. So between the wings, otherwise it's coming more higher and higher. Yes. First, now you have to glue this one on top of the card. And what do I have? I have make a label with the perfect match. So let's glue that first. Also with a little bit of 1 millimeter thickness. And then you know how far you can come with your heart. If there's enough space for it, and there is. Okay. And why some extra glue? Because I have shaky hands, and now I am sure that I can wiggle it a little bit to the left or to the right when it's not straight. First I have to look. Now it's straight. Okay, let's glue this one on top of the card shape. Yes, that'll be okay for me. And now we can glue this fellow. Oh no, first we have to glue, and I am going to take my other glue, because there's a little tiny space for it. Because this has to be together. There was also glue, and we also need a little bit of glue over here. Is this? Yes, it's okay. I thought the blue was too big, but it's not. Okay. Look, she's sitting on her leaf. She's happy, I think. Yes. Yeah, she is. A happy little frog. Because her friend is coming to her. Okay. Is it a bit straight? Oh, no, that's too much. This is okay for me. So let's put it together. Now we are going to put Mr. Frog, Mr. Cupido Frog. And he's landing on this leaf because he's coming. He jumped over. He's coming to jump. And he has a bow and an arrow. And I like it, these two parts together. So a little bit of glue in the middle. Not too much. And he is going to push. No, this side. Yes, he's going to push it through his lady. I think I do a little bit of glue there. Now he has to shoot his arrow through this lady. And how fun was this part? Love meter. How much is he in love? And that's the finishing touch. And then I hope you like the card. I liked it to play with it. And this is the first new Sweet Stories card with the love sets. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.